750
What is
years
going on,
before
everybody?
the birth of
Welcome
Christ.
to Base Legend.
Starting
Having another fun day today where we're going to be checking out some older
on a
games.
path that would
And this
lead
one is
farther
one of
than
my
they could
personal
ever have imagined.
favorites. Caesar 3. Yeah. From 1998. That's when this game first came out. I've been playing it since 1998. I got it for my birthday because it came out like right before my birthday in 1998. So phenomenal game. Can't wait to check it out again, revisit it. Truthfully, it's only been like half a year since I last played it. And so it's great, but I'm going to start it kind of right from the beginning here. So again, we're running two feeds as we are. If you guys want to check out the horizontal, which is this way, 16 by 9, or the vertical, which is 9 by 16. We got both of those feeds running right now. So give me just a second here to do that voodoo that I do. That's a dumb way of phrasing it. I got to turn on. Do you guys know what I do at the beginning of every single stream? Because it's a little sad. But what I do is I turn on the monetization settings. So that way we can actually profit a little bit from what we're doing here and have a little bit of fun. Because we don't care about pushing memberships. As long as we get that sweet ad revenue from Google. But anyway, we try to keep it all balanced and conservative. You've been waiting, King. Well, thank you very much for waiting. Now, I also have a new step that I got to do. I got to pop out some chats. So just give me a second here because we got a few people on each one of these so far. Yada, yada, yada. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. Pop out my tickety-tock chat. There it is. All right, cool. Get this one here. Then we'll get this one here. And then click on that button. Yeah, cool. Hopefully that all works. Still need to get it all going. Pretty rocks. Very pretty rocks. You like my rocks? So it's a black hole sucking stuff in. And so either way, I don't know. It's on 3 screens because I have 3 monitors here, which makes me sound pretentious as hell now that I think about it. But realistically, it's the only way to live. Sorry. I'm in a very slapstick mood today. I don't know why. All right, everybody, let's get into it. Caesar 3, one of the best, in my personal opinion, one of the best city building games of all time. But this game originally came out either on like Windows 95, or this was an old like floppy
Let your
DOS
governorial training begin. First, you
It
must learn
happens,
the
man,
basics
and if
of
that happens,
constructing
take a
Roman
break.
settlements.
Like, if you ever don't feel motivated
Build
to pump
areas
out
of
anything on your
housing,
channel, just
and
take a
you'll
break,
soon
King.
see people
That's the
move
best way
into
to
your
do it.
city. You can click and drag the mouse to build lengths of path at once.
I mean,
Plan paths carefully, with as few intersections as possible.
somehow,
to ensure
I think
people
it's only
will
been like
walk
2
where you want
times that
them
we've
to.
had the conversation.
At every intersection, walkers must choose which way to go. Each intersection
So one
lessens
of the
your
reasons why I
control
love this type
over
of
their
city builder,
actual
this is part
routes.
of Sierra Online's collection of city builders. First things first, I'm gonna make this easier and just get rid of my god effects. Gods in this game make things terrible. All right, so but yeah, this is one of those old school city builders. Also gonna switch my difficulty just to normal because this is an old 90s game. They start you at hard. Okay, with that being said, replay map.
Let your
There we go. Let's get
governorial
into
training begin. First,
Oh, dude, no, that's just part of it. I got clients that I've been working with for like 4 weeks, and they just started gaining their first subscribers. Like, don't let that stuff like get under your skin. You're doing good. Like, you're doing very, very good. Just keep consistently releasing content, and eventually it'll go. It took us probably 4 months to get our first 100 subscribers, with like 3 people working on the channel daily. And so it takes a lot to get that first 100, and then it took like 5-6 months to get the other 900 subscribers we need. Like, it's just be patient with yourself. That's my biggest advice I can offer to you. So one thing I remember about Caesar is there's this very specific way to line up your cities, and if you do it properly, you create kind of like this ideal grid. And so that's what I love about old school city builders like this. Man, seriously, I built that. That's a terrible place. Terrible location to build. Let's move this over just a touch. All right, 36 long and 32, and then you cut across and make 60, and then you get your perfect square. Look at that. How beautiful is that? What up, 17 dragonfishes? Nice. Love to hear that. Cannot wait to get back into the Minecraft. I was in there last night. I'm putting together just a little sign that says base legend out of gold blocks. So anyway. Ooh, dropping some tents here for some new immigrants to come in. I like this game because it's such a chill game. Like, you can take your time with a lot of this stuff. Yeah, I mean, King, you just got to keep at it. It'll happen in time. Becoming a creator is kind of a long journey, but it is incredibly worth it if you keep pushing yourself. So that's all I would recommend, is just keep on keeping on. You know what I mean? I'm so excited. Sounds good, buddy. Good night. Yeah, thank you guys for all of your help. And then yeah, once you guys have that mod pack put together, I'm literally just gonna upload it to our server, and we'll be able to go from there. I'm gonna run two servers. Basically, one server is gonna be modded Minecraft, and then the other server is gonna be just pretty much vanilla. All right, so we got our first fire in the city, which means that we gotta do some stuff here. We gotta please the gods too. Let's get our prefectures out, so that way we can put out some of these fires. It's the first level, so as weird as this sounds, I want to go like all in on creating the infrastructure that I need, which I know sounds weird, but just part of it. It always sucks when this happens. They can't get to this last house until more burns down. And so we'll just wait for the rest of this to burn down. We don't need no water, let them burn. There we go. All right, so now we should have stopped the fire problem. Let's go ahead and rebuild these houses. And then now we're gonna have our first collapse. There it is. All right, engineer post, so that way nothing else collapses here. And we'll go ahead and keep on keeping on. Get this prefecture back out too. All right, and let me check up with chat. Hakuna Matata, not gaming. Such a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata.
Congratulations.
I actually don't know the next line in the song.
basics to my satisfaction.
All right, cool. So there's the first level
should be security,
of the campaign
housing,
here.
Food and water.
Now we gotta
in
become
that order.
farmers. Exciting. Man, it takes me back doing a lot of these levels because I used to play this game constantly when I was a kid. And so the more I played it, or the more I play it now, the more I'm sitting here just like, man, this is a really good game. It's a really fantastic game. Sierra knew what they were doing when they built this thing. All right, so there's our food. There you go. That's awesome, man. Congratulations on your buddy's success. And yeah, I mean, that's the best way to do it. I mean, find people to team up with. That's the biggest part of the game, is finding people to keep up with. All right, as you can see, I'm kind of like taking my time before I build any residential, because as soon as you build residential, you have to start dealing with a ton of other problems. And right now I don't want to deal with any of those problems. Happy Gammon? Sounds good, man. Yeah, my real name's Kevin. That's me. All right, so let's do the 36 across, then the 36 down, or 32 down. Oops, went the wrong way. Then 60 to make a square. I don't know why, but it's years ago somebody determined that this is the ideal layout in this game to do your housing. And so ever since then, I haven't really done much else but that. All right, so we got food growing, we got engineers. I don't want to put in any wells because we're about ready to unlock our reservoirs. We need to get our Senate going soon. I always thought it was funny. You get all these tents, right? And there's no like starter Senate. You just get this massive Roman Senate building, you know? And I don't know. I just always thought it was kind of funny. this right here. Yep. Just one little point, so that way they can get some employees up there without having to go down the road too far. Oh, where'd that thing? Thank you guys, by the way, for 2163. Mighty kind of you guys. Pretty excited about the channel growth. We're slowing down a little bit from where we were in the winter, but it makes sense. I mean, everybody went back to school and all that stuff. All right, so you see we're growing crops right here, all that. What's our immediate goal
Your
right
priorities should be security, housing.
Nice, dude. I like the half sword content that you've been putting out. I definitely like that stuff. I think it's a lot of fun. And so, yeah, feel free to tag me in any of it too. That will never be an issue with me. I have high unemployment, but I really don't want to deal with the unemployment side of things yet. I'm gonna build another farm. Oh wait, no, perfect timing. As soon as I needed to build something, it was just like, don't build anything. Go ahead and just get your reservoir set up. It's kind of a little cheap thing, but don't want to have to run the reservoir too far. Get it going there, and then we should be able to put in a fountain in the middle here. And that's all you need, just the fountain, to activate all of this with water. We need to beautify it, though. That's one of the reasons why they're unhappy, is because of all the beautifying. Oh, I'm doing it again. Thanks, King. Appreciate that. Hang on 2 seconds. We are not playing Project Zomboid. How great would it be if just out of nowhere in this Roman Empire that we're building, a bunch of zombies just came in out of nowhere? You know what? I'm not even gonna put the logo up on the screen, just because don't need it. All right, so this is getting filled in with wheat.
Your priorities
Next,
should be
we gotta grow
security,
the population
housing,
to 250.
food, and water in that order.
You played
Without
4. You
housing
didn't
and
know there was
food.
a 3. Well, 4 it kind of implies the existence of 2, 3, and 4, or of 1, 2, and 3. That's what I mean. Because I actually, when I was a kid, I didn't know that there was a Caesar 2, because I had started with Caesar 1, or excuse me, started with Caesar 3. And so I was even pleasantly surprised. All right, so we're putting one house right here, so that way these guys have better access to employees. They don't have to walk so far. Unemployment's at 15%. Don't have any advisors yet, so I can't, like, throw a festival and keep my people happy. Let's go ahead and put in some temples. Get some priests walking around. Put Neptune over close to the water here. We'll probably have, I think there's tree stuff in this one, so we'll put Mercury over here, where we're probably gonna have a lot of our trade and stuff like that. State of Decay is gonna be on Friday now. Nick and I couldn't sync up today, so it looks like we're gonna do Friday instead. So hopefully you're able to make that one. It should be a good time. All right, get some gardens in here. Let's start working on beautifying our city a little bit more. This game, if you know what you're doing, you can scale up tremendously fast. Like, to the point where it's like you don't want to. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's definitely a very fun, interesting base builder. Anyway, how you doing, Master Food? Oh, man, see, I clicked on Streamlabs and I didn't reactivate my chats. Hang on, everybody. Click. 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 Okay, got it. You out of here, Master Food? Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good. You have a great rest of your day, man. That's even better, man. Like, I'm kind of the same way. As soon as I get content done, I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and just issue this one out. All right, so let's scale up all these tents real fast. I'm just gonna put one market out. And then this market, I love the market because she uses like child labor to collect the goods, and you're gonna see it as soon as she goes down to the granary to pick it up. So like, this is the market lady, the lady in green here.
This must
Her.
be the most
Okay.
boring city in
And
the
so if you
empire.
watch her, she's gonna go all the way down to the granary to pick up some grain to start like selling to people at the market. There they go, they're gonna do it right now. And she comes back and there's a ton of children following around with just the child labor of bringing back all the goods.
This basket is killing me. I don't care who needs this basket is killing me.
I love the single comments and things like that.
Food. There should be a law against child labor.
You have a very good idea, King? Tell me your idea. And in the meantime, King Henry IV, Alan, is that similar to like this? Is it part of like the whole Sierra base building or the city building series and all that? Because that'd be pretty cool, if you ask me. I feel like these need to be beautified. Yeah. Alright, well here's what we're going to do. We're going to put an actor colony in over here. And then we're going to put a theater right here. And that should beautify it. They should scale up pretty soon. Kind of started a little bit. What's going on? Do you not have food yet? That's kind of one of the best ways to do it early on is scale very, very quickly by using pre-recorded content. Like if you record something on like a Monday, don't release it as soon as it's done. Hold it until you're ready, and then you're already working on your next piece, and then you can start this cadence where it's just really, really fast. So I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. All right, let's go ahead and put in. Let's put in another temple here. Oh wait, no, there we go. Here's some nicer stuff for me. There's our first industry. Some taxes. We need employees. People disgruntled. All right, well, let's go ahead and throw them a festival here. Don't be disgruntled, everybody. We'll have a large festival to Ceres. Circe's. That's her name. Wait, it's not Circe's. Ceres, yeah. There we go. Alright, but in the meantime, we're putting in a temple here. What's my unemployment? 28%? It'll go down, but my god. Alright, so raw materials, clay pit. Let's get some clay production going. Do we need employees? No, people are unhappy. Oh, come on. We're gonna get them settled in just a minute here, but unemployment is just way, way too high. Okay, that's not a bad thing. Having people leave the city and just like abandoning their homes because population just scaled up way too fast here. All right, so in the meantime, we'll get this warehouse right here, but special orders only accept pottery, and then workshops, pottery, 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 pottery. There you go. Well, that'll help with the disgruntlement, but let's go ahead and plan another festival while they're still unhappy with me. Employees needed. Well, there we go. We got rid of our employment problem, and we got immigration again. Love it. So there we go. Over 500. I actually don't know what the end goal is. I think it's we have to like sell or trade some pottery. Let us find out. What's our goal
Your
right
priorities
now?
should be security,
Build a
housing.
warehouse and store some pottery. Might as well buy this now. Sorry, these are the trade routes, and so as soon as we can get these activated, we should. Cool. So unemployment's kind of going back up again, which is not that big of a deal. I want to make sure we stay on top of it. Let's get another market going. That's my big thing, is just stockpiling food, because there's been a lot of times when like I've run out of food, you know what I mean? Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I like the Call of Duty World War II. Like, it's definitely one of the more favorable versions of that series, in my opinion, is the World War II. Alright, so there's our other festival. Everybody should be kind of happy at this point. We're getting a little bit more unemployment as more people come in, but it ain't too bad. Just put some more farms down. Squelch that back down. I haven't even bothered to like prioritize my labor or anything like that yet. So we do need to beautify the city a little bit more, just because there's some areas back here that are just being held back. So we'll get some more gardens over here just to flesh them out a little bit. School's not reaching over here. Okay, wow, all the kids are shooting over that way. Don't like that. Let's go ahead and ditch this, and then we'll put a school right... Oh, well, never mind. We just beat the level. That's a game, King, that I have been thinking about wanting to get back into and doing more streams with this Call of Duty, because we did not do enough Call of Duty content.
Caesar is at today's gladiator tournament and is on...
So now we pretty much have access to everything that we need, which is awesome. Trying to remember, is this... No, this is not one of the fishing ones. But yeah, pretty much everything has unlocked here. Alright, so let's start by building over by the farms. Just kind of build this stuff in. I never keep the existing like roads or anything like that. I don't know why. It seems like the roads were placed terribly, in my opinion. But anyway, alright, farm. Let's get started there. Just with some basic food stuff like wheat. Too many to start. Let's pull back on that one. Just get these two. Whoa, Nut Gaming. Thank you very much, dude. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's a nut super chat right there. All right, let's go. It should activate something bigger over here. Man, I thought it would have, but it didn't. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. That's really kind of you. All right, let's get this granary in here. And just a little bit further. And we'll do our first little neighborhood here. Pull up to 32. I do want to check out the Oblivion remaster. I have not had a chance to download it or play it or anything like that. And I know it's like free on Xbox Game Pass right now. I don't have an Xbox, and so I don't have that one yet, but it's definitely one that's on my mind to get. Hunger halts immigration. Well, I mean, let's be real here. I have no people whatsoever, so I would kind of hope that's the case. You know what I mean? Super nut! There it is. I like it. I love it. Oh man, that's classic. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Alright, so we're gonna just kind of do the basics here. Alright, and then let's get a Senate a little out of the way. Right back here. Oh, that blocked the road to Rome? Lame. That's dumb. Alright, we'll put this Senate over here then. You know what? I'm gonna connect it to this little neighborhood here, which I know is kind of dumb, but you'll see why in just a minute. I'm gonna build another one over here. Kind of makes more sense to me. All right, what's my unemployment? Unemployment's at 0. So we need to prioritize water as number 1, food as number 2, engineering as number 3, fires as number 4. And then government can come in a bit. But yeah, let's get the basics of life going, so that way we can kind of build a population up. This is one, now that we're out of the main tutorial, like the first 2 are basically tutorials. Now that we're out of the tutorial, I kind of want to hang out inside of just this small neighborhood for a while, just so we can build up this population, start collecting. Well, there's a tax collector walking around just from the Senate, so we don't really need to do anything else there. So Nut, I'm actually curious, Nut Gaming, where does the name Nut Gaming come from? What's the story behind Nut Gaming? Super Nuts! Sounds like a new candy or something like that. Alright. Boy, oh boy. We should have unemployment now. Yeah, so we got a 5% and rising unemployment. Means it's time to build. So we get this other wheat farm in, and then 2 more. As I said, we're stockpiling food right now. That's kind of the important thing that we need to be doing, is just stockpiling a lot of food. All right, next up, let's get some markets going. What's this? Employees needed. Cool. Cool. We'll let these people come in for a second before we get our... Okay, so we're like broken even with our employment. Let me go ahead and get our first market going. Put on the corner here. And then next to that market... we really need to be putting in doctors and barbers too. So let's go ahead and put both of those in here. Goat turquoise white horns. I love how in my the multi-chat app that I use to see all the different chats all in one thing, it doesn't actually show all the emojis, just some of them. So it shows the nut, it shows the peanut that you've been using, but it does not show the goat turquoise with white horns. It says goat turquoise white horns though, and I always thought it was kind of funny. All right, so we're now getting food to this area, which is fantastic. Unemployment's at 0, but here come the troops. Gotta love this. Red-faced, droopy eyes. That one almost sounds like an insult a little bit. All right, so I need to kind of jump on this a little bit, because if I don't, we're gonna run into an unemployment situation. Let's throw a festival. Let's throw a festival before these people get too cranky. Cool. Okay, so with unemployment rising, let's go ahead and it's gonna be like a switch. We're gonna turn on, it looks like we can do large temples on this map. So you sell marble. That's really nice to know, but it requires a dock to do that. Okay, you buy pottery. That's good to know. And then this one buys furniture and oil too. All right, so let's get that done. First things first, we need a working dock. So we'll get our dock over here. Yeah, right next to the bath. So that way you can take a bath after your hard day at the docks. All right, so with this, we'll put a warehouse back a little bit so that way we can put something nice here. And then special orders except furniture and pottery. No, just furniture. I need to make some money, and since this other trade partner that I just unlocked does furniture, we're gonna go ahead and take the initiative here to just kind of start our trade relations with them. There we go. Okay, so let's get a house over here, prefecture, and then an engineer post too. Don't like that location. Best video titled If Arthur Morgan Was Voiced by an Anime Girl. That is a pretty decent title. I'm pretty impressed with that one. I'd watch that video. All right, so from here, we got this warehouse, or not warehouse. I don't want to bother doing a warehouse of lumber. So we'll just do furniture yards here. I need more workers. Well, we better hurry up and get something going here. Okay. Let's import some marble here. Sounds good, King. So, and with the reason why I want to import the marble is I want to just build one large temple here. I don't want to waste my time building the small ones. Because see how just awesome the large temples look? They're big, they're massive. But you only need like one per neighborhood if you do it this way. I'm the GOAT? Wow. I actually think that's the first time anybody's ever said that about me or to me. So I appreciate that. That's mighty kind of you. All right, let's see. I'm gonna put it right here, but I gotta wait for this trade ship to come in because this should have.
I can't wait to do some
this one's got
trading.
marble for
I
it to
love
sell
a
me.
good deal.
Let's go ahead and get this marble. But if okay, so right now our dock isn't working and a few other things isn't working, and so we need to kind of just make a couple adjustments here. This won't be that long because literally I just need both of these things working so that way I can get this. What? Why didn't you drop off my marble? You suck. All right, this first one I can't delay. I need population. So this first one we're just gonna go ahead and do. Oh, you know why? You know why they're not dropping off any marble? I'm dumb. Because it's not accepting any marble in my warehouse. Hang on, taking out these two temples here before they get any population here. It didn't matter because I have governance and religion kind of shut off a little bit, and so it should work out. All right, so there's some furniture to drop off right there. So what I would like to do is export over, we'll say 10 units. So that means that we're going to keep 10, and then we'll export anything additional over that. Either or. You can call me whichever or. Like, I personally, I don't care. Base Legend is more of a channel name. And then, like, all of the people who work here at Base Legend, like, we're the legends, you know? That's the whole concept behind it. I am not Base Legend personally. And so it's literally, it's whatever you guys want to use. It doesn't really affect me. All right, not trading any more marble for a little while because it's so expensive. Thank you. Look, we got 8 spots right there. So now we just need to get our furniture industry moving and we'll be good. All right, but in the meantime, we need population. So we need to switch over our priority to government and religion, and then immediately follow it up with health and education. And then industry and commerce is going to trickle in just a moment here, but watch this scale up real fast. Yeah, you're back, man. I want to send you a screenshot of what that looks like on my screen because it's just all words, but I can see what you're saying and what emojis you're using. I think it's the YouTube ones. Streamlabs doesn't work with the YouTube ones. All right, so where'd that priest go? My guess is
There's a real shortage
that's
of
the
workers
barber.
here.
So you can see where they're walking around, and that determines. There he is. There's the priest. Okay, so he's now coming around and getting everything going. JM, what? Okay, that one didn't really explain to me. That sucks. Wow, I only got 12 months to comply for 10 things of something I'm not doing currently. Okay, well, hopefully this immigration pop that we're getting is going to help out. We need to immediately get an olive farm going. But actually, I need to take a little pause. You want to put brakes in on your olive farming or on your farming for very specific reasons. So there's the olive farm. We'll put this right here, and then house, road going that way, prefecture, engineering this. All right, and so with those things there, we'll go ahead and set up a warehouse over here. And this is only going to accept oil, or olives rather. And then over here, we are actual olive production area. I like that I'm not getting the alert for I need employees. That would really suck right now. Oh wait, they're still coming in, but it'll take a little bit. All right, what do you need first? Education or entertainment? Entertainment first. All right, theater, and then actor colony down. Okay, and now we just gotta wait for the school. What game is this? You know this game. That's silly. You could call me Kevin Legend. I'm okay with that. I won't stop you on that one. There we go. Little boom of our immigration here. Got some stuff over there. There's too little entertainment to be found over here. Oh, he's walking by. So there he goes. Just popped up, just scaled up a little bit. I kind of feel like I should put the logo on the screen if you're saying that. Not, oh, forgot to hit this button. What? Hit this button. There we go. That button. It's a good button. I like that button. It's Caesar 3. It's Caesar 3. I think we've talked about this a couple times. All right, old man from Squid Games. What? I love those How Are Stuff Made videos. Like, that's just how I don't know. It's just that stuff's fascinating to me. I've always enjoyed it. All right, what's our deficit of employees? We still need like 20 some odd people. Got anybody coming in? Like one person? All right, so this isn't gonna be that smart, but let's go ahead and drop the school right here. It always depends on where the kids run. Okay, that worked out very well. You gotta go to sleep? Sounds good, buddy. You have a great rest of your night, and thank you again for the super chat. Really appreciate that. All right. So now we need pottery before these are going to... See you later, buddy. Now we need pottery before those are going to grow anymore, which is fine. This should kind of build in the rest of everything we need. Oh, come on, hurry up. I really need to get more industry going here. All right, we're almost there. We're almost back up to the top of our industry. But it's like Caesar is going to get super mad at me if I can't get that up. I got 2 months and I got 9 more to make. Kevin low-key looks like Kevin. I mean, I would hope so. I would definitely hope. All right, I'm going to send Caesar a trooper for forming slaves because I'm going to be late on this assignment here. All right, we got 2 in our warehouses now. Let's shift this down to 6. See, that hurts our entertainment too much. All right, hang on. Entertainment, you're going to a 7. And then health and education, we're at an 8 there. Okay. We got a teacher shortage. Person blue wheelchair race. That's actually kind of a fun emoji. I like that one. All right, so we should we should be selling furniture soon, right? Yeah, we got over 10. The Emperor is angry at me. I know you're angry at me, bro. Oh, you know why you're angry at me? Crap. Oh, that sucks. I've probably been distributing this instead of stockpiling it. That's really unfortunate. Hang on, let's go to the market. Okay, it looks like no. But yeah, that'd be really unfortunate if that was the case. Face purple raindrops. All right, so now we got both of these running. Still got... All right, we got 2 people unemployed, finally. So we're finally broken even on our unemployment. All right. I'm actually surprised that we're doing all this with just 1 granary, too. But no complaints there. All right, so everything's kind of holding for right now. So we're just gonna kind of sit for a little bit and let our industry grow and let our money kind of grow. Once our money's up a little bit higher, like right around 5,000, we'll be able to start on our pottery. And the tricky part is if my immigration isn't happening, like if my population isn't growing at all, and it looks like, yeah, it looks like all of these houses are full. It means that I need to build that other neighborhood here. And so let's go ahead and get that done. I will put it back here. 6. Hey, like perfect. Okay, I need to take out some of these trees here. 32, and then loop it around. Cool. Alright, so the tricky part is getting water down here, but you basically just have to leave a hole for the road for your aqueduct. So, like, hang on, gotta go one more, I guess. Like that. And then now we can kind of trim it back a little bit. Oh, nope, damn it. Undo last action. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Madua? Where am I from? Southern California. It's not where I'm from, but it's where I currently am. Originally from DC, Washington. All right, get that one moving. So there we go. Now they can get past the aqueduct here. Then over this way. Cool. All right, what's this one? Employees needed? Yep. Of course. Of course. It is, man. I love it out here. Like that, every year that I live out in California, I am agreeing with the phrase more and more, better to be broke in California than anywhere else. Like, it is a gorgeous place. It's expensive, but it is gorgeous, that's for sure. All right, so before any of this breaks down, let's get some prefectures, some engineering posts, some doctors. Come on now, come on. A barber. A bath. Sri Lanka? Also a beautiful country. Unfortunate what's happening with a lot of like the war-torn areas and stuff like that, because it is truly a gorgeous location. All right, so there's our dispatch. It is ready to go. Dispatch that to our emperor. Send it. Send it, send it. All right, so now we got our population rising again. We're at 8%. We have a bunch of stuff to add though. So like this is gonna be very quick to kind of temp it down. Let's get our school over here. We need a forum so that way we can collect taxes from this side over here. What's up, Zach? How you doing? How old am I? I'm in my 30s. I'm mid-30s. And so I'm actually a father of 2 kids too. All right, let's see here. All right, now we can start on our large temples too. No, we already have a large temple, so now we need just one more, and this one is to Neptune. There we go. Look at this. Look at just how this is coming together. All right, the one thing that we don't have over here that's preventing everything is a market. So now we're going to really be going. What's up with you, Zach? How you been, buddy? All right, let's get... I'm trying to think if I'm thinking I need another granary, because this is just kind of slow. And so this is why I kept another half right here. So that way we can kind of loop it around like this. And we get another granary right there. That's good, dude. I mean, I don't know if I would ever say that Kanye West was the best rapper. I mean, there's probably 20 or 30 people in front of Kanye West, in my opinion. And I mean, who gives a shit about my opinion when it comes to hip hop? But it's I don't know. There's so many more rappers that I have more respect for, that are more technically proficient, and like old Kanye, like Graduation Kanye, pretty good, you know. New Kanye, I haven't listened to. Like I really haven't listened to anything new from him. But either way, all right. Population milestone just broke 1,000 people. What's our unemployment? Unemployment is 13%. Let's throw a festival before we start getting crime. Wow. All right, Mercury. There you go. Have a festival. What's happening here? No basic education facilities there? Time to add another school. What's this? No religious facilities? Problem. Add a Temple of Mercury. Right there. Poop to scoop. Yeah. Yeah, those are some wise words. I have never been to Sri Lanka. I've always wanted to. Like, I've always wanted to do more traveling. I don't know. I've just never gotten the opportunity to. And I've never really prioritized it enough to really make it, like, that thing. Like, I don't know. I wish I spent more time in my life traveling. But yeah, no, always wanted to. All right, so now we got a nice population. It's big. It's booming. And we got 20% unemployment, which means that we need to jump on this before people start revolting. Let's get 2 clay pits. That'll be first. We're going to put a house here. And we're going to put a prefecture and an engineering post right here. All right, and then warehouse. Can I fit one? See, this is why we're just stockpiling it, because we'll be able to do it this time. Can't fit one there, but we can fit one here. All right, so we're going to go here with this one. All right, so this one we are just accepting pottery in. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. All right, so we're moving furniture. We got marble accepting there. This one is just going to be for pottery, which is pretty cool. So let's get our pottery workshops. Yeah, lots of pottery workshops. So the reason why I'm doing a lot of pottery workshops is this is going to immediately scale up. Well, thank you very much for that, King. I appreciate that. It's obviously not kind, but it made me laugh. All right, we're like barely sustaining our money right now too, and so we're staying, like we're keeping it up, so it's not that big of a deal, but still. All right, population still is high, so let's go ahead and get some more wheat growing. And then from here, take out this engineering post, road this way, and put the engineering post back in. All right, so over here, we'll start doing a little bit of fruit too. It's not necessarily something that you need to worry about, but if you want to expand your houses, you kind of need to. I do love California. We want to move from, we live in Southern California right now, and so it's very much the desert. And we do want to move a little bit north, and so it's one of these days. Like we'll get there one of these days. What up, Puggle? How you doing? That's silly, King. All right, so you see we're now at our next level of houses. But we got all these people coming in, right? Okay. We need to start getting some more trade going because I need to get this employment situation done. These people buy pottery. And so I'm thinking I'll open up this trade route and then we'll start exporting our pottery over 10 units again. Just because our population's so low that we don't need to do it. I low-key look like Tyler, the Creator? What? I don't think that's the case. That's... Never gotten that one before, King. Oh, I love City Skylines. Like, I'll be honest with you, I like City Skylines more than I like SimCity. And like, SimCity is an iconic game. Like, I love SimCity. But yeah, no, I personally like City Skylines more than I like SimCity. Just how it's always been. Can I stream it one day? City Skylines? Maybe. To be honest with you, I'm not that good at it because of I've never, like, I played it on console and you're pretty limited on console with just your controls, but I have it on PC. I don't think I've ever installed it. Whoa, what happened here? We ran out of food. Let's get some more markets going. That's a problem. Eventually you like sprawl out and your market people walk too far. And so, okay, so you have poor access to employees. So here's what we're gonna do up here. We're gonna build just a tiny little house with a prefecture and an engineering post. And so that way we have just consistent access to employees over here. Okay, so still at a 12% on our unemployment. Got to get that taken care of. This is a good way to take down some unemployment, and we need the entertainment, but I don't have the room for it in the city. This is poorly planned out, to be honest with you. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move our granary over this way. Now, I don't like that. I need a better place for a granary. Alright, Emperor Gratitude, cool. That's nice. But yeah, I need this Colosseum kind of like in the middle here. I guess I don't need it there. It would be nice to have it there. Alright, let's put some amphitheaters in and we'll get some gladiator fighting in the city. It's always a good way to kind of get people excited about life. Alright, so now we need the gladiator school. That's a good place for the gladiators to go over here. Yeah, look at that. Scaling up really nicely. Alright, so now we're actually going to start utilizing the furniture. Ooh, we need to store some fruit. Okay. So let's get this over here where our fruit crops are. Okay, there we go. And then now we're gonna stockpile fruit as opposed to using it, which is great because it looks like we've gotten all of it in circulation so far. So there's some that just got sent out, and so that'll probably just sit inside of this granary for a while. But either way, my WhatsApp number? Nah, I don't give that one out, man. Sorry about that. Guess your gender? Well, see, people who ask that, Puggo, they typically say that, I'm going to say female. We'll guess that one. Absolutely I would, King. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. It's there's, okay, so when you get monetized, every single time you submit a video, you have to say what content is in the video, whether or not advertisers want to do against it. Man, that's a good question. I'm gonna probably go with. I'll go with Ronaldo on that one. But either way, so yeah, if it depends on if it's like in a video game. Like if you're playing Wolfenstein, like YouTube's not gonna have an issue with the swastika banners in the background or anything like that. Same thing with World War II. So like if you're playing Call of Duty World War II, you'll be fine. But if you're like actually drawing it or like you're predominantly displaying it or something like that, like yeah, you're gonna be having an issue. Rats. Had a shot, Puggle, and I got it wrong. My bad. That was fast. Alright, we'll dispatch this. And then we're gonna fill up this warehouse with fruit, and then we'll bail on it. Alright, so now we're at this beautiful medium house. Okay, so we'll let our population kind of go. We're up pretty high again with our population. Hang on, we got to review our assignment. What do we need to do next?
Caesar is at today's gladiator tournament and is unable to see you himself.
Are you
He has
male?
asked me, his proconsul for Roma, to brief you on your next assignment. Now that you have proven your skills, You are to found a small city just south of Rome.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that too
To
much.
build the city up
like,
to a
would
modest
not
level,
worry about it too much.
you must
Are you a
provide more
puggle?
goods and services than you have achieved thus
Just guessing.
far. Plan
All
carefully.
right, so we need population of 2,500. I can check this stuff inside of here now, which I need to do it. All right, so culture is what we need to be working on, and favor. So since we need to be doing favor, let's go ahead and send some cheetahs and giraffes. And then we need to increase our culture, which means that we need to have more amenities around the city. So let's add in a couple libraries. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of people from all over here, buddy. Thanks for whoever it was. Excuse me, caught a sneeze that time. Thank you for 2164, whoever it was. Appreciate that. All right, so we do got to get our population up to what, 2,500? Is that what it said? Yeah, target population 2,500, which means that we are going to need to get another one of these neighborhoods going, which is not a problem. The other one is going to go up here. Yeah, look at this. Got great space for it right here. Maybe? Are you going to fit here? Oh, it's like right up on the line. We'll count it though. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but it'll be all right. See, it's got like that one space gap on it, but it's like it's a coastal neighborhood. That's what's most important here. All right, fountain, nice. The fountain's going to work without another reservoir. Wait, Kevin, I was going to make it half sword. Oh, I wouldn't make it yourself, buddy. Yeah, anytime that you make it yourself, you're probably going to risk some issues there. And so I would recommend just keeping the stuff that's in a game be the controversial stuff. That's something that you learn the more you get into this game, King. Don't go for shock and all. It'll come back to bite you. Oh, that's very kind, King. King's been watching for what, like about 2 months now? Something like that? And so I'm super grateful. All right, engineering post. This is going to be a big one for employment, but getting that hospital out of here, that's a big one to get done. Get some baths over here. Then we need to get another large temple. This one to Mars. Beautiful. All right, let's leave one little road right there so that way we know people can get in and out right there. You see it? Oh, no, we don't want them to accidentally go this way, so we'll get rid of that. All right, coming together. What are we missing over here? Education and entertainment. So let's get the school. It's more important that we have the school in here, but we definitely need a theater of sorts. All right, here's how we'll do it. We're going to get rid of this engineering post, draw that right there, and then this right here. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Cool, 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 cool. Sounds good, King. You're a Walmart bag. Yeah, I figured as much, Puggle. I figured as much. No harm, no foul. I mean, well, I don't actually know what I'm saying with that. All right, so what's our population at? Oof, we need, okay, let's just go ahead and help our population out really fast here by adding in a ton of farms. There we go, broke 2,000 for the population. Around like that, and then we'll put in house, prefecture, engineering post. And we'll get some more granaries over here. Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you saying that, buddy. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm hoping with the addition of all these farms and these granaries and things like that, after we get the employment like stabilized there, I'm hoping that we get this unemployment down. Welcome back. Wait, what? Russia attacked China? I mean, I'm gonna look because, but that's weird. Was not expecting that. Man, I'm checking something out. Sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, Tyler. It definitely, it's one of those games where you have to be patient to learn it. I don't see anything about Russia and China. Sparsh, I'm not sure what you're referring to there, buddy. I feel like that would be like news all over the world. But either way. Free Fire? No, I don't think I've ever heard of that one actually. Man, what is going on here? Oh, we need double entertainment up here. That's where we're lacking. The double entertainment angle. I don't know what that means. We just need an amphitheater to trickle in and have guys like walk to an amphitheater. So we'll go like that. Okay. All right, so hopefully getting, yep, there it goes. So that'll spike everything up like that really nicely. All right, what's unemployment at? Oof, 18%, still too high. Unemployment in this city is too high. Let's throw a festival. Let's keep people happy. This one's for Venus. Okay, so our unemployment's like ridiculously high, right? But we need to keep spiking our population, and our culture is doing all right. We need some academies. That's going to help out. Yeah, that's definitely going to help out. Just getting some academies here. Sweet, we should have that. Fruit, got it. Send. Trying to think, where's a good place to drop this? Yeah, it's not the best place, but it'll work. I've tried playing PUBG. I used to, like, back in the day, when it first came out. You know, I tried to get into those, like, extraction shooters. I don't know what it is, but games like Fortnite and PUBG and, like, what's the other one? Warzone and stuff like that. I don't know why, but I've never been a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of like free-for-all shooters, and I know there's team modes and things like that, but I don't know. I've just never been the biggest fan of it at all. All right, so we need, man, my culture went down after dropping this academy. I need another one. I need another academy in the city. But I don't really have any room to put it. It'd be cool. Wait, is that just a doctor clinic? And that's a barber? Okay, let's go ahead and do it like this. So we'll pull it like this, and then we'll put the doctor clinic there. And then we'll put the academy right there. Look at that, beautiful. Sounds good, buddy. You have a great rest of your day there, King. Thank you. Appreciate that. We'll make, I mean, this is definitely, I think this is the 3rd level in the campaign. So it's a relatively easy one. It's just right now we need to scale up our population, and I don't have much more room. I didn't plan this one out as well as I should have. Alright, need more places of worship. So now it really doesn't matter where we put a lot of this stuff. It can kind of just go anywhere while we're at the final stages. We're out of marble. That's the other thing, is I also don't have that many imports and exports. And so we'll get there. We only need like 100 more people to come in. There's a couple more coming in. Some of these we might be able to like kind of, hang on, I'm trying to think if I can add like a little small neighborhood just to kind of like spike my population real fast. Sounds good, buddy. Or I don't know if that was you heading out or if you were just saying goodbye to King, but either way, hope everybody has a good day. All right, so here's what we're gonna do to get a little bit further. This is a little trick that I picked up. These don't require being on the roads, and all of these houses that are down here that are specifically to like make sure that people walk by and collect, we can increase the population of these a little bit. So we'll go ahead and just put one of these wells by each of these houses, and see it just goes up a little bit, and then adds extra room for 2 people. So it's enough to kind of get a couple more in here. Sounds good, buddy. Well, you better listen to your mom there, so you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. All right, so it looks like we're going to need to get some more furniture production going, too. Which means that I'm going to need to kind of stretch out to another area soon. We're so close. Like, I don't want to like stop what I'm doing right now. I want to just add in like maybe 1 or 2 more houses. You know what I mean? And so that's actually, you know what, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We have a thief. Stop that thief. I know, unemployment's so damn high right now. It'll get a little bit better, but yeah, it's super annoying right now when you're like at the final stages. This is one of the smaller maps too, so it's just, we'll get it done. All right, just 60 more people. I'm gonna pause for a sec, let these people come in, just let it go from there. See, again, I could just build like something massive like this. You know what, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get our population under control real fast right at the end. So that Coliseum won't take long to get going, but we need a lion house to tame some lions. So that way we can send them that way. Put this down here just for now. You too, buddy. You have a great rest of your day. Alright, let's get... There it is. Lion house is activated. As soon as it touches... As soon as that lion hits the Coliseum, I'm going to get a little icon saying that we just got our Coliseum set up. There we go. Working Coliseum. Fantastic. So that should bring down our population by at least a couple percent. Still at 15 for the unemployment. All right, hopefully that is everybody that we need coming in right here. So our culture, prosperity, peace, favor, everything's good. We just need to get the population up 60 more people. Come on now. See, the thing is we're starting to get some people that are waning a little bit because, yeah, we're out of furniture over there. And so, all right, come on. Hopefully we get it. You know what? Let's speed up the game. Just, nope, because, yeah, don't want to have to do that on the next level. We'll get it. We'll get it. This is the part of the game. It's like the old games back in the 90s and stuff like that. They would always get you to a point where you just had to sit back and wait in the city building ones just for like one threshold to get broken or something like that. It's like if we get 35 more people in our city, we will get this done. Trying to think about how I can just like spike a population real fast. Here's how we're gonna do it. Yeah. Just to be done. Yep, just keep that culture up. That's the only one that I'm concerned about dropping under 35 is that culture. Just because the more houses you add, the more culture you need to add to. All right, less than 25 people. Let's get it done. Get it done. Everything's holding, so we should be all right. Come on now. 15 people. I'm hoping that's the end right there. Hoping that's the end. Because we definitely have enough in these houses to get it done, so we'll see. 18% unemployment. God, I would hate to live in my city. Like, you wouldn't be able to find work anywhere. We must have had some houses shrink or something like that on us. Because I just had it, like, as soon as it was about ready to hit the threshold, it just dropped down. So we just gotta wait another minute, and it should happen. That's what I'm talking about. Like, 90s games, they love getting you to that point where you just have to sit back and wait. Come on now. There's 14 more people. We definitely are going to get it right here. There it is. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. 3 more. That's it. We just need 3 more people to come in. There it is. All right, accept promotion.
Your management.
Nice. Gonna keep focusing on the
Once
building.
again, I want you to found a
instead
new
of
city.
the military side of things. Okay, so this one sucks because after a couple years or something, this breaks and there's like an earthquake or something like that. So all your farmland gets destroyed. This level is not that fun. All right, but it's not that bad of a level, and you have access to like marble and stuff like that, so you get to make a lot of money really fast. All right, so first things first, let's get in here with a farm or 2 farms. Huh. It's also, you got to think about the layout of this one really hard, because again, your farmland gets really diminished really early on. Okay, so let's go house, prefecture, and then we'll do an engineering post over here. Let's get granary on this side of things, and then we can start actually building our houses down here. This away so that way they don't use that road. All right, so this is, I don't know, I don't like this level, but at the same time it's not that bad of one. It's just a matter of planning things out properly, knowing that there's a natural disaster in this one, which I guess is a little unfair, but whatever. Alright, so I guess I'll just kind of let the population grow. I'm going to run to the restroom, but I am not going to bother pausing it. I'm just going to let things kind of grow here. Let's immediately get a doctor in this area, too. Alright, I'll be right back. go. So, all right, got our population up a little bit here. Already got this mostly filled too. All right, let's get our Senate. It's kind of the most important building that we need right here. Delete some of this. I want to keep some of the trees because actually, let me check. Raw materials, clay pit, and more marble. So we're going to be importing all of our furniture. All right, that's actually good to know. So unemployment is 27% right now. Wow, that's some high unemployment. Let's go ahead and start working on getting that down. Some basics. Start off with the market. Get a barber in here. And then I can already mine marble. So the sooner we start on that, the sooner I can start selling marble and making good money there. Let's go ahead and get a marble quarry set up, or a couple of them. And some docks over here. Oh, okay. That changes things a little bit. Let's go ahead and get this right here. Yeah, that'll work. And this only accepts marble. We got 24 months to do pottery, which is kind of unfortunate. Immediately start stockpiling that, because otherwise they're going to start using it and putting it into circulation. I don't want to deal with that. But okay, so one clay pit for now. Just like that. And then we'll do a warehouse here to get just pottery. I don't really bother doing the warehouses for the raw materials. It's never really made sense to me. I don't know why. I would much rather invest in workshops and then have it kind of just grow from there. Sorry, I heard a noise. I'm gonna go check on that noise real fast. I'm back. Okay, so I think our unemployment is officially, it's at 0, which is fine. We're now getting marble, and so getting our temple situation up much faster is kind of the next step. So there we go. Got that going here. We'll start actually prioritizing our industry and all of that. You know what? Let's do that right now. All right, labor. So first things first, always have water at number 1, food at number 2, engineering 3, prefectures 4, then shift it over to industry. Don't need to worry about really the others right now, but we'll just put this at 6. Now we'll do that one at 6, and then 8 here. Cool, that'll work out. That'll at least get kind of the priest walking around a little bit more. Yeah, building all this up. Don't like the path that he took, because he goes down south first. Okay, now he's going a different direction. Yeah, but he's going up to the farmland. We're probably going to have to get another temple in over here. Not a problem. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's do a temple to Mercury. Since this is all I try to put the gods next to like the industries that they're working in, if that makes sense. And so, all right, getting some more immigrants coming in. We're gonna need to get some more farms going here. Let's get wheat, great staple food. Okay, and then over here, this is where we're going to do probably a specialty one. Hang on, where's that fire? Really? Over here? That's annoying. I have, I'm gonna just put a couple things here. So we got prefecture, we got engineering post, and then we'll go ahead and rebuild these 2 quarries. It's lame. Always lame when they break down like that easily, right there in front of you. Okay, so farm, pigs. This is one that we kind of need for stockpiling purposes, because eventually Caesar's going to ask for some of those. So let's just turn on the stockpile and get a warehouse just holding on to meat right now. Or stash it. It's always annoying when this happens. We'll put it down here. It's a meat warehouse. Cool. Alright, so we're getting our other stuff. Wait, was that just a reminder? Yeah, we only have 6 pottery so far. Have a lot more left to do here. Alright, dock. What? Should be able to go right there next to my road. Oh, here comes that earthquake that I was talking about. So you see it starts off in the middle of your farmland and it just kind of stretches. And so you need to be a little creative with it. Okay, so this is the one that we set the dock to. Okay. It's pretty clean actually. So if that's the case, I'm gonna move the warehouse. It sucks that these sheep are here. But I'm gonna put this warehouse down here and say getting goods. That booming is still just the earthquake happening here. It's still going. Man, I didn't even look at my labor advisors. How do you not have food? Alright, let's get another market over here. And then shift this one, special order, start emptying out this warehouse. And then this will take it over here. Alright, so now that we got all of that set up, we can click on these. Open a trade route. Okay, so that is, yeah, it's a boat trade route. Alright, so we are going to sell them our marble. Everything over 4 units. Yeah. And then this way we just have a consistent stream of revenue coming in that's not just based on taxes. Because that's just annoying to deal with. Cool. Nice stable area so far. Alright. Yeah, get that one back up as soon as possible. Super weird that one went away. Alright, finally, dispatch is ready. Happy we caught that one in time. Cool, there we go. So now that this one is empty, we can get rid of it. Yeah, love that. And we can do all of this. And I need to actually think about this. There we go. Trying to just get it in a way that allows us... I guess it would make sense to keep it this way. Hey, thanks for that follow, Victoria. Appreciate it. Alright, marble quarry. Let's get another one in here just so we can kind of keep that going. And then it is time to increase our workforce here. Not visited by a tax man. What? That's crazy. School or entertainment? Entertainment first. Alright, let's get a theater here. And then I always, for some reason, I don't know why, it might be appropriate, but you always try to put the actor colony across the way because actors are going to come from your colony to your theaters. And so it's one of the easier ways to kind of get them started. All right, let's check our labor advisor. Okay, we are definitely going to need to fix this around a little bit just to get our entertainment spiked up. And then now we got immigration, so should be pretty easy to kind of get everything scaling up here. Still gotta get actors down to this side of things. I don't want to put another theater there, but I will if I have to. You know what I mean? Because it looks like they're only doing this stretch right here, which is not okay. I definitely want to get them more. So put another theater down here. Alright, get these immigrants in here. Get into the workforce, everybody. Love how this is looking so far. Alright, almost got our population under control here. See, this one, it's so much more relaxed than the previous one because once you start mining the marble, the whole game gets super easy. And you just start selling marble to make money, and then you can get everything set up for you. So, here's another marble delivery. Or pickup, rather. Beautiful. Alright, so now we need education. That's the big thing here. But it looks like we're just like hanging right on the balance of our unemployment numbers. These all full? Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and do it again before it gets any further. Just kind of increase it with the school here. So it looks like the school, just like the theater, can go the whole way. So once we get that, I'm gonna have to put another school at the top here, which is fine. Like eventually we'll need it, but it's always unfortunate when you have to do stuff like that. All right, bathhouse, and then after we get the bathhouse done, we can kind of unleash all this pottery that we've been creating. Looks like we need another clay pit though. Not producing enough clay to sustain all this. Let's get some prefectures and engineering posts down here. I don't know, I'm just getting that vibe that one of those is going to collapse soon, you know? Don't know why, just have that vibe. There's some more fruit. We have none in our warehouse, so let's go ahead and build another warehouse just for fruit. There we go. And then farm fruit. Wow, that really didn't increase anything. It's kind of unfortunate. Alright, well, let's just use this pottery then and get all of that in motion. Oh, I haven't thrown a festival like this whole time we've been playing. It's been 4 years since a festival. Sure, put a large festival here. That sounds like fun. Alright, so now we're getting somewhere with our population. Look at all these people coming in. That's fantastic. So we need to get there before the people realize that our religious facilities and our Senate is not working. So, all right, here we go. Population increase. Maybe we'll break 1,000 right here. Maybe. All right, there's the second wave coming in. Where are we at employment-wise? We've broken even. Perfect. That's kind of all I was hoping to do there, is just break even with it. There's an employees needed, so something else just got activated. We must have something that's too far away from a house or something. Yeah, this one, poor access to people. And so that means that all of these, I see what it is. They have to walk from this house all the way down to the neighborhood without anything else in between. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna switch this around. We're gonna put the house there, engineering post there. Flip around and see how much room we have next to this pig farm. Stretch this like that, and then we'll go house right there. Okay, now we should fix that unemployment problem. And now we actually have unemployment. That's really cool. Okay, so fruit, you need to grow faster, fruit. Actually, I don't think it's about the speed of the grow. I think it's about the distance that they're walking. Let's do this. Let's put the fruit one right here. Switch it to getting goods. And then we'll have this one empty. Which will work out great once this one empties out. We'll just set everything back in here. Whoa, don't go in there. No, don't accept fruit. Don't accept meat either. Damn, that kind of sucks. Okay. Man, I really want these sheep dead. I wish you could, like, have your prefixtures, like, or your prefix, rather, attack the... sorry, I'm blanking on the word. Attack, like, the just sheep and stuff like that, but you need forts to be able to do that. Okay, so let's do it like this. Granary, you can go over here. We're going to be building another neighborhood soon. Oh, that's right. Granaries, for some reason, you have to put a road, like, in the middle of them. You can't just have it on the side. So it's always been kind of a weird one, in my opinion. There we go. Okay, special orders. Getting the goods. Not accepted, not accepted. Alright, so this is going to be weird, but we gotta empty this granary. Oh wait, no we don't. Stop emptying the granary. It looks like all the fruit did go over there. So now, we still have this one set to getting goods, so that way we can just stretch it and get that one filled up quicker. Alright, how much more time do we have on this fruit delivery? 14 months. We're making it happen. Slowly making it happen. I almost want to put down another fruit field though, but just the distance that he has to travel was halved, so it's pretty nice there. I'm gonna just leave it the way it is. All right, so while that's going, pottery seems to be booming. Marble's just chugging along. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here. Hey, Daryl. How you doing, buddy? I need an amphitheater here, but it's like the only space that I can think of for an amphitheater is on the sheep. Try to just put something right there. Nah. Not gonna let me do that. It's like I just want to kill that sheep so that way I can make it happen. Like that's the perfect spot for an amphitheater. Let's think here. Market there. Let's do this instead. Let's put a market here. We'll get rid of this market. Get rid of this theater. We'll put in the amphitheater. Oh, come on, this stupid sheep. Why are you making life more difficult for us here? It's like, hang on, let me just try to put a road there for a second. Just so people walk down it, and in the meantime, we'll fix this fire. I figured that was gonna happen, but I was hoping that we could kind of prevent it. All right, let's put this here, so that way we don't deal with that again. Really need to save farmland. Alright, here, instead of that going there, what we need to do, we'll put another wheat farm right here, and then raise this road up like this. And we'll put it over. There we go. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, there we go. Now the prefectures are able to get to them. Super annoying, but it's like the only way to get this done. Alright. Dispatch that pottery. Got a lot of pottery to remake. Come on, prefect, get down there. Come on, prefects. Alright, I'm gonna just put a prefect right here. Yeah, get these sheep out of here. Kind of sucks that you have to do it this way, but we'll take it. Alright, there's all the fruit we need to dispatch, so we'll send that. Love it. Yeah, there we go. Clear them all out. Finally. Alright, so those sheep are down. So now I can put the amphitheater in right there. And we can go ahead and just put these back the way we wanted. So market, theater, just like that. There we go. Making it happen. How are you today, Daryl? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Alright, so this one is now, what is this? Fruit? Okay. Accepting furniture now, because that's our next step, is getting furniture. Alright, so now I think we actually do need to build another neighborhood. Yep. Yep, we need to build this next neighborhood. This one should be pretty easy and straightforward to do. Put this here so that way we get it right. 32, 60, and then we'll put... Oh, is that in the right place? Yeah, that's in the right place. I love that. It was just like, yeah, you need more workers from putting in this fountain. And I'm literally just adding in a whole new neighborhood to this area. Bath over there. Doctor. Barber. We can put in a large temple to Neptune. It's always a fun one to do. I like the temple to Neptune. It's clean. I like the little pools in front of it. They did a great job with it. Okay. What else do we need over here? We need a school. We need a theater. We need an amphitheater. Oh, we need a market. That's a big one we need over here. Also need a road to make sure that people can get in and out. So we'll leave that little road there. Did that road just screw up my school? Yeah, that road just totally screwed up my school. Maybe. Nah, I think the school is already having issues in and of itself. Let's go ahead and move the school. Put it on this corner instead. There it is. Alright, that's going to hit the whole block now. Alright, plaza. Whoa, fire in the city. That's not okay. That's fine. There's only like one prefect over there, so we'll get a second one in here so we can get that going. Come on now. Get this cleaned up, guys. Got it. Alright, so now we shouldn't run into another issue here, but just in case. We'll use these last couple spots here to build another setup. Alright, so we have more workers, a lot more workers needed. Not many though. I feel like this should be under industry. So let's switch to industry at the top now. Is anybody waiting on me? No. Cool, cool, cool. Love when that happens. They don't have access to religion? That guy's not walking all the way over there? What a lazy priest. I'm just gonna put a temple to Mercury or Mars right here. Oh, I hope that didn't just screw up my school. No, alright, we'll be alright. We'll stick with that. Alright, add in the forum here. Beautiful. Look at that scale up that it just did. That's what I've been waiting on to get our population where it needs to be. So now we're going to need to start importing furniture. Actually, I guess we could import wood. I don't know why we can't just cut down the wood, but I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know why we can't just cut down the wood, but either way. All right, time to get more food production going. Look at that, beautiful. Just 4 right across the front here. But the difference is right here we'll put in a house, prefecture, and engineering post. Try to keep it as clean as possible. Eventually what we're going to need to do is do a bridge here to here, and then across to here, and then also, if we need it, a bridge up here too. But it's always a pain if you have to get that far. So another festival. My people deserve it. Alright, let's get this lumber dude to start importing stuff. We got enough money to make that happen. Speaking of money, let's make more by adding in some more marble quarries. I think that's just appropriate now that we actually have a little bit of actually it's a major surplus of employees. Just drastically increase how much money we're making so that way we can get a lot of furniture production going. Let's start this one here. Those. Easy enough. Oh, I don't want timber in this one. Ooh. Not accepting, not accepting. Yep, getting goods. Not accepting furniture there. Just make sure that I have all that stuff off on other places. That I do think is annoying if you don't set your warehouses up properly at the start. You have to deal with new goods becoming available. Let me actually think. I feel like my food production is really, really, really low. And if I have a population surplus right now, 6 more farms, see 4 more farms, just to kind of get this going better. 5 more farms, because that's all I can fit in this area anyway. Alright, so now we got a nice little ecosystem up here. And we'll have to create some bridges if we need to get to the other areas, which is not a problem. I wish there was a place to put a bridge right here, like connecting these two just simply instead of having to do this one up here. But this one you have to connect like right there, which is annoying. This one is also kind of a pain because like that's the spot to connect it. Oh well. Oh well, we'll get it done. What time is it? I need to call this stream soon. Alright, so population did spike to 1,500, so we're doing pretty damn good. I'm pretty happy about that. Poor access to employees over here? Seriously? I thought it'd be pretty easy for you guys to find employees. I guess if you're immediately heading down this way, it would be a little tricky. Oh well. Hang on. Food production is number 2, so it should be much higher than that. Probably not the smartest move, but we'll put one of those houses there just to kind of increase the likelihood. I got that in my warehouse. Dispatch immediately. Let's actually see how far away we are. Culture, we're good. Prosperity, good. Peace, yeah, we're doing good with everything. We just need to get our population up, which is going to require another full one of these like neighborhood setups, which I think we're going to do down here. Kind of makes the most sense. Screw it. Let's try to do it. Let's try to get it all the way up there. Hopefully this is enough room. By 32. Yeah, oh, it's like right on the edge. Don't know if I like that. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Let's start it here. It actually sounds kind of fun to start it there. And then we have just one space there. What if... Okay. Alright, never mind. Let's do it a little bit differently here. Let's do it like this. See, it's not big enough there. That's annoying. All right, let's figure this out. And it's gonna just involve doing that. Yeah, just super simple. Just get rid of that. Okay, so now what we can do is do 36, 32, loop it around like that to get that. That's actually pretty nice. People are eating more than they're producing. That's kind of what I was afraid of. I was a little worried about that one. All right, reservoir, so we can turn that thing on. Then plazas. Garden, engineer posts. Yeah, we'll put all this stuff kind of where we can't put anything else. Prefecture, that, yeah, that can go here too. Actually, we'll put a doctor and a barber too. All right, so we're worried about food production. It actually looks like we're kind of holding our own with those granaries, so maybe the granaries just can't get filled in time. Let's just add another one in here. And then immediately not accepting fruit and meat before that activates. Still saying poor access to employees. It's kind of crazy to me that we have poor access to employees when we kind of have our own little ecosystem up here. Like, you should kind of know where to get your employees from at this point. But anyway, all right, so yeah, it looks like that was the issue, is we just didn't have enough granaries to sort everything through. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and build this up. What's our population at currently? We actually have a good unemployed workforce. What up, Tech? How you doing, buddy? How's everything going in Minecraft world? I figure that's where like most of you guys are today, and so no worries at all. Man, can't do. Okay, we can. Okay, fine. We'll put the Coliseum down there. That sounds like fun. We need to do. Do we have a gladiator school yet? I don't think we have a gladiator school. Yeah, I don't think I've ever put a gladiator school in yet. So let's go ahead and add the gladiator school. And we'll even add a lion house over here too. Just so we can get this Coliseum up and running. Damn, man, I appreciate you spending all that time, Tech. That's really kind of you to kind of invest all that time getting it done. Thank you very much. All right, so hang on. Temple of Mars, Neptune, Ceres, Mercury. So we just need a Venus. Get our Venus temple right here. And we'll put an oracle over here just to have. Okay, so this is ready for a market. And then we can do a school. And that's it for the basics. Oh, we need a bathhouse. That's important. We need a bathhouse, a working bathhouse. You wore 17 out. Damn, man. Well, I'm hoping that you guys are having some good success with it. Just because, like, I'm ready to kind of get into it. I spent a little bit of time working on something yesterday in there, but I'm just kind of excited to make it a more functional place, if you will. And so, yeah, should be pretty cool. So I'm going to get rid of this and put a warehouse up here. This warehouse is going to be for pottery, because it looks like we've caught up to the point where, see how my clay is just sitting here waiting? I don't like that. I want to make sure that it gets used. And so what we'll do is we'll put a pottery workshop up here and right here. Yeah, see, that was blocking Rome. Unfortunate. Unnecessary. We didn't need to destroy that. Trying to think. We'll put another one over there just for anything. Nice. Okay, cool. I like the idea of kind of separating them out a little bit and dividing them a little bit. It makes a lot of sense to me to do that. Just from an not efficiency, but just from an organizational standpoint. But either way, man, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat this one in time. I'm trying to like spike my population real fast, but I need to get food to this area down here before that's going to happen. And it looks like all these other houses are eating it all up. There it goes. There it goes. Let's see if we can get to the 2,500 mark with these. Yeah, the idea is just put the pottery for this area right in here so we don't have to think about it. 5% unemployment, that's ridiculous. We can bring that down a little lower. In fact, we'll build an academy down here. Yeah. Library. In a few other places just to kind of help with the effort. Keep that population kind of as low as we can, or our unemployment as low as we can as we're scaling right now. Alright, so it actually looks like it's going to take a little bit. Or you know what? Hang on. I want to see if I can beat this real fast. We're going to import some furniture. Just make this quick. Okay. Yeah, dude, I appreciate, again, I really appreciate all the time that you're putting in this. Thank you very much. I'm gonna find a way to repay you, like, for your time and all of that. Alright, so let's see if we can get this scaled up, because as we import furniture in, which we can afford to do now, these houses are going to get bigger and bigger, but we can also fit a lot of people in them already. Let's check these to see what we need. Everything's good. We just need to increase our favor with Caesar a little bit more. So let's go ahead and send him a lavish gift here, just to get on his good side. Me too, man. Like, that's one thing I like about this community, is it's growing because everybody's a part of it. Like, it's not just like, I know that y'all aren't here to just watch me, which is totally fine. It's literally like a community that we're trying to build and build it up with everybody. You know, we want everybody to be a part of it, not just like We don't just want to showcase ourselves. And so, yeah, I'm hoping that that in time we have a lot of success with it. All right, stop dropping off lumber. I don't want any more timber because I don't. What's my unemployment at? Okay, you know what? I am going to keep the timber on, and we're going to build our first furniture workshops. Not much, but like I don't know. I want to beat this. I want to beat this level before I call it quit. And I know that as soon as I get to the next level, the game's too loud. What? It's crazy. There we go. We'll drop it down a little bit. I need to work on some of the leveling inside of Streamlabs. But you know how it goes. Different games are mastered differently. Old games are especially a pain. All right, come on. Let's hurry up and get this up. Are these medium? Nope, still small. I'm waiting for the first furniture to arrive. But like all I'm getting is just pickups on marble. And like I don't care enough about that. I just want the furniture to hit. It's like 2 is not sustainable right now. I don't have it stockpiling, right? Yeah, no. We're doing good there. Come on now. Just want to beat this before I call it. It's annoying whenever you're playing like an old game like this and you have to like just keep it open right at the end. But again, it's not bad. Why are you not dropping off any furniture? Like, this sucks. Sounds about right. Alright, we're at least spitting out a little bit of furniture. I'm hoping that it's enough, but oh wow, my granaries are like empty too. Did not see that. Alright, we're gonna probably have to postpone this. I don't think that I'm gonna be able to get this done. Don't think we're gonna be able to get it done. If only like the import-export was working right now, because for some reason we're not getting any furniture delivered to us.
If it was up to me, I wouldn't sail. I can't wait to do.
All right, so this one hopefully will drop off furniture. Come on, drop off furniture. Why are you not dropping off furniture? What is happening? I have nowhere to accept furniture in the city. That was on me again. I did the thing again. Yeah, I did the thing again. All right, come on. Let's get it done. Now that we have a place to drop off furniture, this should be much easier. Yada, yada, yada. Come on now. All right, as soon as this ship comes in, we should be good to go. But I want to beat this one real fast. Come on. What do you got? Timber?
To do some trade. I love a good deal.
Come on, importing timber. We can definitely import more of that. No? Why are you guys not doing any of that? I should be accepting both. Alright, since that one didn't work, we're just going to call it here because I don't want to waste any more time. And this is going to take a little bit longer. So we'll go ahead and save this one as Base Legend. And who knows, I might dive into this one another day because this is a great game. Great to play a retro game and all of that fun stuff. Plus, you can just exit out of it and it just immediately closes. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Those of you who did, thank you for 2165. Appreciate that. Mighty kind of you all. You have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.